A good day to all the virtual learners. Myself, Dr. Sandra Kumar, Assistant Professor from the Department of Education Technology, Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, Chennai. Now, we are going to discuss about the feasibility analysis and the types of feasibility analysis. The main learning objectives of this feasibility analysis are as follows. First, after completion of this module, the learners will be able to explain what is known as feasibility and what is feasibility study, and they can list and illustrate the different types of feasibility. They can discuss the purpose of feasibility study. They will be able to describe different steps in feasibility analysis. What is feasibility? The term feasibility is the determination of whether or not a project is worth doing. The process followed in making this determination is called a feasibility study. It is the preliminary evaluation of a business idea conducted for the purpose of determining whether the idea is worth in pursuing. What is feasibility analysis? The feasibility analysis takes the guesswork to a certain degree or to a certain level out of a business launch and provides an entrepreneur with a more secure notion that a business idea is feasible or valuable or viable. What is feasibility study? The feasibility study involves an examination of the technical, financial, human resource, that is HR, and the marketing aspects of a business on ex ante before the venture comes into existence basis. For example, the feasibility study can be done after whether there will be a market for the particular product which you are going to be launched. Next, there should have a funding requirements for the particular project to be carried out. Next, where to get the funds for the particular project, and the last one is the marketing strategy, that is how to market the particular product. Next, the goals of feasibility study. There are so many goals. The preliminary or the primary thing has been illustrated here. To understand thoroughly the all aspects of a project, concept or a plan. The next goal is to become aware of any potential problems that could occur while implementing the project. To determine if, after considering all significant factors, the project is viable, that is worth in undertaking the particular project. What are the importance of feasibility study? It is important for the development of the business. It allows the business to address where and how it will be operated. It is to be identifying the potential obstacles that may impede its operations and recognize the amount of funding. It provides basic information for the effective decision making with respect to the proposed investment. It helps to assist the entrepreneur in developing future plans for the organization. These are the types of feasibilities: marketing feasibility, financial feasibility, political feasibility, economic feasibility, social and legal feasibility, technical feasibility, managerial feasibility, location feasibility, and the last one is the utility feasibility. There are 9 types of feasibilities. We are going to discuss about the marketing feasibility analysis. This is one of the most important sections of all the feasibility studies, and it examines the marketability of the product or services and convinces the investor that there is a potential market for the product or the services. It is concerned with gaining the in-depth knowledge and doing a deep analysis of market and knowing how is the target market going to respond towards particular project or a product. The market feasibility studies should include a description of the industry, current market analysis, competition, anticipated future market potential, potential sources of revenue and sales projections. The major areas covering the marketing feasibility analysis are as follows. First, the investigating the full market potential and identifying the customers for goods and services. Analyzing the extent to which the enterprise might exploit this potential market. Using market analysis is to determine the opportunities and risks associated with the particular venture. What are the steps involved in marketing feasibility analysis? There are 7 steps. The first one is the industry analysis. The next one is demand of the product. The third one is potential market. Fourth is customer segmentation and targeting. Fifth one is marketing strategies. Sixth, cost, pricing method and profitability. Last is the competitors analysis. Next, we are going to discuss about the financial feasibility analysis. This is one of the most important feasibility analysis to be known to all. The financial analysis is the process of evaluating businesses, projects, budgets, and other finance-related transactions to determine their performance and suitability. Financial analysis is used to analyze whether an entity is stable, solvent, liquid, or profitable enough to warrant a monetary investment. The main purpose of feasibility analysis, that is financial feasibility analysis, is to evaluate the project's profitability or cost effectiveness relative to some alternative project or investment. The next purpose is it is used to compare the alternative projects to be selected, which ones should be implemented. The capital requirements are land and building, plant and machinery, electricals, transportation, knowledge and consultancy fees, miscellaneous assets, preliminary expenses, margin money for working capital. The main sources of capital are ordinary shares, preference shares having predetermined rate of dividend, debentures, bonds, term loans, deferred credits, capital investment subsidy, lease financing, public deposits, etc. The next one is the political feasibility. Political feasibility is a measure of how well a solution to a policy problem will be accepted by a set of decision makers and the general public. For a policy to be enacted and implemented, it must be politically acceptable or feasible. Political feasibility analysis is used to predict the probable outcome of a proposed solution to a policy problem through examining the actors, events, and environment involved in all stages of the policy making process. It is a frequently used component of a policy analysis and can serve as an evaluative criterion in choosing between policy alternatives. Politically feasible policies must be politically acceptable or at least not acceptable or unacceptable. Political unacceptability is a combination of two conditions: too much opposition or too little support. One common mistake is widespread in practice that feasibility becomes a dominant criterion of preferable alternative. Feasibility is the state or degree of being easily or conveniently done. Feasibility as it pertains to the political arena speaks to the political climate. The question then comes, in this political climate, can we get this done? Yes. When policy analysis generates policy alternatives, the political risks and costs associated with each can be important criteria for decision or deciding between alternatives. A good policy alternative requires a certain amount of political feasibility or implementation of the policy will be impossible. It is important to keep in mind, however, that feasibility alone does not make a policy good. Examining all criteria is necessary for the implementation of socially responsible policy. Politics are difficult to predict, but it has been said that no decision is ever made in complex systems without political feasibility having played a some role. There are three steps in political feasibility analysis. First one is identify the policy's environment, assemble information and organizing it. Last one is analyzing the data. How to identify the policy's environment? To identify the space in which the policy problem exists, the analyst defines the specific policy issue area to identify the players involved in the policy. Assemble information and organize it. Key players, motivation, belief systems, resources, and last one is the site of action. How to analyze the data? To make a series of judgment calls, to have the specification of the current political environment for a specific policy area and what alternative proposals may be currently considered. To consider policy and political alternatives to protect against political error. These are some of the references for the feasibility analysis and the types of feasibility analysis. Thank you, Vananda.